Just saw this. So interesting. Kids who come from religious backgrounds, much happier now than kids who don't. And I'm not saying that to be triumphalistic or something. Go, well, you're a Christian, so you're... No, Jonathan Haidt, who's an atheist, writes about this. And he said this has always been true a little bit. There was a little bit of a gap back in the day, but once we hit 2012 and the proliferation of smartphones, it's taken off. Like, much happier. Not necessarily happy, but the gap is massive. And he says it's like from unfettered access to iPads and screens and iPhones. Like, the more unfettered access you have, the less happy you are. We know this. And so he's saying kids who have parents who are checking in on them, they've got youth groups or contexts, community, something, anything is going to help immensely. Just a gentle reminder here. Jesus said, you don't have because you don't ask. And there may be something in your life that, like, it's a big deal, but you've never actually asked God to help you with it, or to help you go through it, or to encourage you in the midst of it, or something. Like, why not ask him? It's for the podcast. I want to talk about this on the radio.
Okay.
People might get upset and not hear it entirely.
Yes.
Well, it's just kind of the point, but they found the ark again.
Of all the things that I thought that you were about to say, I did not know we were going to see.
Found it again in the Anatolian Mountains again.
Okay, again.
They found it when I was a kid. I think it was actually before I was a kid, and then they found it a few times when I was a kid.
Sure.
And they found it several times since then.
Of course.
Now they found it again.
Okay, well.
And so...
It's like a running gag.
Yeah, people get excited about it, and I'm sorry, but it doesn't... It's not the ark, number one. And Wesley Huff, he's a scholar, and he's been on...
Different shows and
stuff. But he's like, folks, this is not... It's not where it's at.
Yeah.
And it's true, because...
Where did they say they found it?
In, like, Turkey.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's where they found it before
a few
times.
Was.
Yeah.
I said to myself, I bet you it's in Turkey.
Turkey.
Deep down,
the license plate says Turkey, land of 72 arcs. So that's their new thing.
That's the crest on the flag.
No, wait, 73 arcs. Okay.
As of Wednesday.
Yeah. If you've got, in fact, if you've got a mountain in Turkey that doesn't have an arc on it,
is it really a
what
mount?
are you even?
It's not a mount. There's no arc. Right there in Turkey. Yeah, we could not have done this on the radio. What kind of stupid mount do you have?
Mountain is this?
Does that have an arc? This is no mount.
Arcless? Wait, you guys...
You have an arcless mount?
This is arcless.
And you're still calling yourself a mount.
Can you tell me where an arcful went? Because we came all the way to Turkey.
I see an arc, and this mount doesn't have it. Or you're talking to yourself.
Yeah,
Leave it to me to find a mount in Turkey with no arc.
If you're somebody who's like, no, this is making you mad. Like, there is an arc there.
I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. But the idea that it's going to prove to people anything, is just wishful thinking.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not up to what is that? Why would people want that? I know, but why would people feel like
because it proves the Bible.
Oh, okay.
But that's just
got it.
Like, Jesus was standing in front of people.
Yes.
Saying, you don't believe me.
Right.
Doing miracles in front of them.
Raising people from the dead.
And they wanted to kill the guy he just raised from the dead and him.
That's exactly right.
But the idea that you're going to win this argument with some sort of proof. And do you not see, too, how God is so patient with us? Where he could prove whatever he wants right now. So I don't know what that is. I don't understand it. I got it when I was a kid. I was like, hey, we're going to win now.
Right,
like, everybody's going to have to go, oh, wait, I was wrong. That's not how humans work.
Yeah.
And plus, as Wesley points out, this doesn't work for any number of reasons. It's not even archaeologists that found it. It's not even, no one credentialed at all but it's not even based on the credentials. It's based on the evidence and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
But at any rate.
This is a real thing then.
Yeah.
I just have never heard of people wanting to find the ark, feeling like that was going to be the end all be all. None of it. I've never heard.
I'm not saying it's the be all end
No,
all.
that people might think that, wow, we really need to do that, or wow, that would be great if we did it. I had never heard of that.
Just like that. The archaeological record is really interesting in confirming the Bible in a number of really wonderful ways.
Yeah.
But
not this.
There's a certain way of looking at things where it's like triumphal, and that's not how human beings work. It's not, and I don't think that's how God works with us either. Like here's the ace trump card of evidence that, so. If
you did, then faith wouldn't necessarily be needed, right?
Well, it's just how does he work? Because he could blow us all away at any moment with the evidence.
What a great question.
Right?
How does he work?
How does he work? How do you know that he works? Like how patient, again, is he with us and revealing himself to us? Because if he could and blow us all into smithereens all at once, or force us to believe when he's got this long patience with us. Quick word for America's Christian Credit Union. If you're not banking with them right now, you should think about it. We have really liked this, and we love the fact that our money is being used for good stuff. They're not for profit. So Sherry's been using them. I've been using them for a while now, and my wife and I really love it. And I know you do too.
Yeah.
So right now, if you want, you can get up to 4% APY on your checking account. You also get built-in cell phone protection with their Elite Checking. If you want to open up an Elite Checking thing, exclusive loan discounts if you want to do that. They have all sorts of perks. But all you have to do to make the switch to America's Christian Credit Union, just go to americaschristiancu.com/Brant. We don't do the news here. The news. It's just, it's a feature, not a bug.
I would agree, yes.
By the way, but repeatedly and recently, someone who's clearly very smart did something really foolish and evil. But he graduated from a tough tech school, so he's really smart. We got to stop elevating technical intelligence in a certain area and equating it with insight.
Or wisdom.
Yeah. Right. That's what we want. Somebody who's technically intelligent is just capable of doing more damage. Honestly, it's really true. Yeah. Like intellectuals who are unmoored from actual insight and wisdom are really dangerous. Yeah. So I'm just saying that to go ask God, and I have to too. Like ask him for insight. Ask him for the big picture, not the little picture, because anybody can do that. But that's the biggest picture. Help him say, God, let me see reality as it actually is. And it's his kingdom, right? So I think he's going to say yes to that. In fact, I know he will. And the power of God just continues to just astonish me. So we think about, like, what's the brightest thing? Well, the sun. Like something's as bright as the sun. I can't even look at it. It'll singe my eyes out. And we're how many miles away? I can't remember, like 8 light minutes away from the sun. Like that's incredible. Can't even. There's a star out there that we know of now. Eta Carinae is what we call it. It's 5 million times brighter than the sun. It's actually a binary little system there, but that's not the point. The point is, imagine something being 5 million times as bright as the sun. Who makes that? And that's what we know of. Like we'll probably discover something that's 5 million times brighter than it's just amazing to me. So the Washington Post just had this article about forgiveness. Advising people that you have to do it, or you'll be bound up with anger the rest of your life, and it will take a horrible toll on you.
Okay.
And they literally talked about forgiveness in terms of you have to let go of anger, your right to anger against somebody, or you won't be able to forgive them.
Wow.
Which is exactly right. It's what we've talked about a million times on the show, but it is just so key for us to be healthy. And I know we want to hang on to it, we want to call it righteous, but it never tells us to hang on to it. We're supposed to get rid of it before the sun goes down. And I say this to bring it up because this is such a human problem. It's not just you, it's not just me, but a life of active forgiveness where you know that people are going to do the stuff they're going to do is just such a freeing way of life. It's the Jesus way of life. I want to propose something for the podcast here. A lot of our righteous anger, I think the anger that we call righteous, it's actually just plain hatred. Just want to throw that out there.
Okay.
Not all of it.
Yep.
But because we want to think well of ourselves, and I know I'm not supposed to hate somebody. Right. You know, I love everybody, but I have righteous anger against them. It might be just plain hatred.
How would a person identify that in their heart?
I would say, have you prayed for this person? For their betterment, for God's will, his blessings to be on them?
Yeah.
Like, that'd be pretty distinctive. Okay, I'm working on this. But if I'm not, how is that different from hatred? I got the cortisol spike. I got the antagonism. I got them occupying space in my head.
That is a great question. How is this different than hatred?
Yeah.
Yes.
Besides the nomenclature that you're opting to use, you've learned sounds better.
Sure.
I just want to throw that out there. Tried to use AI in writing this book that I just finished writing. Not providing any words for me whatsoever, but to order the chapters.
Sure.
That I'd written.
Yeah.
So it does none of the content. I don't want it. Okay. So, but I was thinking, okay, hey, maybe this could help me, because I was looking at all these chapters going, how can I make this flow?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, here's these chapters. What order would you put them in? And it was like, okay, all this, okay. So I have 29 chapters.
Okay.
And it explained why. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I could see that. Now that puts it in some coherent way. I want to make sure it flows. So I went through and ordered everything into a new document, just as they had. It took me a long time.
Right.
And then I was like, wait, I'm missing 9,000 words. What happened? So I told the AI, okay, what happened to the 9,000 words? Oh, you're right. You're right to call me back out on that.
It's
like, here, you got us on this. You got us. So here's the thing. And it's us for some reason. It's agents, like multiple agents talking to
I haven't had us yet.
Yeah, so it's like Legion. And so they are like, look, you're right. We'll reorder it again, but this time don't upload it as one document. Upload it in 3 chunks. That way we can make sure, because it's a lot of words.
I've had the chunks.
All right, so I did the chunks. And then it's like, now here you go. Thank you. Fixed it. There you go. Here's the new order. I put it all together again. I'm missing 9,500 words.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, what are the chapters? Because now I've got multiple documents, and I don't know what. It's a mess on my desktop.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, so that's your reordered. I have where's my original order? Like, how do I get this back into?
Yeah.
And so I tried several things. I wasted a whole day trying to reassemble.
Yep.
And every time I was like, yeah, you're right. Well, you can't tell you can't tell me what the missing chunks
That's right.
are.
Yeah. So
you can't, to me, to count on it for any.
I don't know how people do it. We were talking before we started recording. I told you, there's nothing better. Everyone's talking about how everything is better and faster and quicker, and it's just not for me. First of all, I hate its writing overall. So I hate whatever it creates it's never better than anything and this is not arrogance of me saying I'm so great. I'm saying I find it to be terrible.
It's bad.
It's terrible writing. That's number one. Number two, what other customer service product do we have that is this bad all the time? And when we say, first of all, there's nowhere to go to say that it's bad. Second of all, it gives you a disclaimer, by the way, I may be horrible. Thirdly, we are blamed. Well, you're not prompting it right. Well, you need to, I am to blame of using your tool?
I don't understand, like, it's just counting 1 to 29 chapters.
Yes.
Like, include all 29. That's something that's not, to me, computationally difficult. Like, count to 29. And you can't do it. You can't. And every time, why is this a problem? Like, you could hand that to an early elementary school kid.
Yes, you could.
And they could go 1 through 29. I want to make sure you have all 29 in there. They don't hand it to you and go, oh, they're missing 3.
Yeah. And then say, you're right.
You're right,
Pop.
Well, try it again. Give it to me. Like, if it's like a really difficult creative project, I can understand that. I don't understand just basic. That's wild to me.
And that the fact that there is never a time. Like, I've learned, okay, I'll say something like, okay, hey, me and Brant want to go on tour. Now, this is the type of thing that I will do. Me and Brant want to go on tour. Tell me about tickets. Tell me about, here are the markets. Tell me about, give me a good plan of how that would look.
Yeah. Do you trust it?
I trust it enough to put it in. What I'm always trying to get past is the blank page. So if you can just give me something that I can take, and then I can start working around whatever that initial outline is. However, what I have learned is well, here, put it in a PDF. Got it. But okay, that never works. I will open that PDF 100% of the time. I open that PDF and there is just gibberish.
Yeah, right.
There's just gibberish. It's just, or it's half this, half that. And
So,
it never says, I can't do that.
So it's not in touch with basic reality. Imagine, this is my point. People are like, I need a legal opinion. In view of this information, in view of this law, that's what it's supposed to like replace lawyers.
Yeah, lawyers and paralegals.
Yeah, all these people. Like, but why would I trust it if it can't do the simplest stuff? And I know it can't do the simplest stuff. I'm still baffled by that. I know it can do incredibly complex things, I guess, but I don't know why I would trust it in my personal life to ask it.
It's supposed to start doing medical stuff. It's part of.
And again, that shows promise on cancer detection, for instance. Like just taking mass amounts of data and coming up with stuff, but it's a mystery to me.
As an end all be all. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
1 through 29 didn't work for you, Hansen. You lost 9,500 words.
Yeah. And now I want you to diagnose like how long do I have to live? And it can't count. I'm baffled. I don't know it sounds like an old man shaking fist at the clouds.
Yeah, and it's like, well, you don't know how to, or you haven't. And then we got babies who are using it to, get literal counseling on their whole life, right? And it's like, but
horrible. It
messed the PDF up. So I'm sure we sound curmudgeon-y, but all I would say is at least ask the question of, okay, it's messing up. That's always my problem as the user. What kind of customer service or product is that okay?
Who's saying it's your problem?
Because it's always like, well, you're not prompting it right, or if you're not getting it. Anything that I go and look and say, well, why am I getting these results? I always see articles or I see interviews about how to prompt better, how to do this better, so that to me it implies if there is a major problem with this, or if you're not getting the results you want, that's because you're not inputting the right information. That stuff is
written by...
Yes.
That's a bigger question. It's a bigger cultural question. Like there's a
machine.
There's people that want to think like machines.
Yes.
And so they regard the machines higher than they do humans. And they actually regard humans as lesser machines, which is a huge mistake.
Sure.
But it's a very... it's a worldview thing.
Absolutely.
So that's a deeper thing, and I see that all over the place now. And I don't want to get started talking about it because
okay, let's just stick with the 129 and where's your words?
Yeah.
Where'd your words?
Anyhow,
took my words.
What a big mess that stuff is, huh? Am I right? You ever notice that, huh, folks? Anywho.